And so we didn't have to go out and get a separate permit for everything that we do, and that was where we were headed. So Dave has worked tirelessly with that group, is actually now as well recognized by a very large group of agencies, and has been invited to share the experiences that Column County has, because working with our maintenance crews, Dave recognized that they have the answers of how to get that done. In the field, you have that piece of equipment, those resources, and you need to get this done. Dave had the end result in his mind, they had the resources, and he quickly figured out that ask them how to do it. And off they would go, and so Dave could integrate himself with that and went for it, and it's been, as we have become busier and busier on the engineering side, and we don't have engineers to draw up plans, Dave, no problem for him, he just got on his Paint Shop Pro and started doing up plans, and I don't think he ever used AutoCAD or any of the stuff. He just draws up the plans, off they go, the crews get it done, and we see the end result, and much appreciated by many of the other agencies out there, Macaw Fisheries, and we do a lot of work on the Hoko and the Big River. Dungeness River is another one that we have a lot of input on. So anyway, Dave's history, he actually chose to be in the Antarctic for a decade. It's got to be interesting, a little chilly, but he worked with the National Science Foundation as a survival and climbing instructor and as field guide. This is where he and Brenda met. She was a scientist down there as well. Came to work for the county in '99 as critical areas planner for DCD, and then in 2003 we picked him up and he came to work for the road department, and so he's been with us for 16 and a half years. Dave, if you know Dave, he's either on his bicycle or he's running. He's part of USA biathlon team, or duathlon team, excuse me, which is running and biking, and he's been to 10 world championships representing the United States all over the world. I chuckle a little bit that Dave is actually feeling the pains of older age, that he's struggling through them. He keeps his stuff, he's usually taped up, stuff taped around his ankles, taped around his knees, but he's out there on his bicycle going for it, and I can't see Dave slowing down anytime at all. He's also famous for bringing boxes of donuts in every Friday. And I can't quite figure out what the motivation behind that is. Here's a guy with like 2% body fat feeding the rest of us. I don't know. I'll let Dave explain that if he wants to. So Brenda and Dave are, Brenda works for Mattel, and she is retiring right about at the same time. So they're kind of merging their retirements together, and off they're going into their next assignment, which is son Nick is now in his final college degrees for getting his commercial pilot's license. So it's been interesting to see Nick come from a little tiny guy up to this point right here. I know they're very proud of him. So anyway, we're sad to see Dave go, but glad to know that he's going to stay in the area, and he and Brenda are off to the next adventure, and I'm sure we'll be hearing about it frequently. So Dave, if you would come up here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the guy that hired Dave back in 1999. So both Ross and I have hired Dave. Anybody that survives an interview with the two of us has obviously got some chops. I endorse everything Ross has said. Dave is highly professional, very pleasant to work with, very buttoned down in what he does, and very thorough in what he does. So I never expected that Dave would retire before me, but I'm not too far behind you. The only thing I would add is that I hope with more time on his hands that maybe he can get into better shape.
if you way on up here.
Had to bring up evil Dave.
Yeah.